Peace to you. What's going on, beautiful people? It's a beautiful day. Today is the Master Key System Part 14. If you don't know, my name is SeaJay. I got my little onesie on today. This book will help guide us to our highest desires. Allow us to become aware of the omnipotent forces, powers that be, and use those powers and energies to our advantage. Help us figure out what our life purpose might be here and what is life all about. Not to say it's going to give you an answer. It'll just give you the tools so you can figure out what the answer is for you in your journey. So I'm going to go through the introduction, talk about it a little bit, hit some points, talk about those, and then we're going to get to the application, the meditation. At the end of each one of these chapters, there is a application or a meditation that you put into action. So this is basically like a teaching book, almost like you want to go through each one each week. Don't read it like a novel. If you haven't seen my other videos, I would go back to chapter 1 and just go all the way through. All right. But without further ado, let's get into it.
You have found from your study thus far that thought is a spiritual activity and is therefore endowed with creative power. This does not mean that some thought is creative, but that all thought is creative. This same principle can be brought into operation in a negative way through the process of denial. The conscious and subconscious are but two phases of action in connection with one mind. The relation of the subconscious to the conscious is quite analogous to that existing between a weather vane and the atmosphere. Just as the least pressure of the atmosphere causes an action on the part of the weather vane, so does the least thought entertained by the subconscious mind produce within your subconscious mind action, in exact proportion to the depth of feeling characterizing the thought and the intensity with which the thought is indulged. It follows that if you deny unsatisfactory conditions, you are withdrawing the creative power of your thought from these conditions. You are cutting them away at the root. You are sapping their vitality. Remember that the law of growth necessarily governs every manifestation in the objective, so that a denial of unsatisfactory conditions will not bring about instant change. A plant will remain visible for some time after its roots have been cut, but it will gradually fade away and eventually disappear. So the withdrawal of your thought from the contemplation of unsatisfactory conditions will gradually but surely terminate these conditions. You will see that this is an exactly opposite course from the one which we would naturally be inclined to adopt. It will therefore have the exact opposite effect to the one usually secured. Most persons concentrate intently upon unsatisfactory conditions, thereby giving the condition that measure of energy and vitality which is necessary in order to supply a vigorous growth.
So this introduction is kind of like a brief overview. Positive thoughts will create a positive reality. If you have uplifting, positive thoughts about yourself and the world around you, over time, you will create a reality that is more so uplifting, and the world around you will be uplifting, and you will attract things that will also help uplift you. On the same note, having negative thoughts about yourself and the world around you, or how people view you, you're going to create a negative reality. You're going to have negative outcomes. You're going to have an undesired life. You may not have thought about this way, but your thoughts are so impactful to your reality. And also, that's not to say that if you have a whole bunch of positive thoughts, you're going to just have the most uplifting life. Because sometimes what the universe is going to do is put you in a challenging situation and see if you will still maintain that positive mindset. And because you are on this journey toward positivity and uplifting yourself and changing your reality, you're going to be given a lot, things are going to be thrown at you because growth is uncomfortable and you're not necessarily the most positive person if everything in your life is positive and all you're doing is having positive thoughts. Where's your growth? So the universe is going to throw certain things at you to see just how positive you are, to see just how positive you want your reality to be. So, don't get this confused with, oh, okay, I have positive thoughts, my life is going to be great. Yeah, but over time, with you having these positive thoughts, your perception is going to change. Certain things that you thought were terrible are going to happen in your life, and you're going to look at it totally different. You're going to say, oh, this is really going to help me grow, instead of, oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't do this anymore. I can't believe I just got fired. Instead of those situations bringing you down, you're going to have a whole different mental attitude towards those situations. So it's not to say your entire life is going to change and it's going to be rainbows and bunnies. It's just meaning your perception is everything. And with positive thinking, you will change the way you react and perceive things. So, that's something. And also within this introduction, it was talking about how if you keep focusing on the negative, the unsatisfactory things or moments or people in your life, you're going to continue to manifest those same types of energies. So you have to stop entertaining those things. If you are saying things about yourself, you look in the mirror, and it doesn't have to come out of your mouth. In your mind, you look in the mirror, and in your mind, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't like this about me. I hope I want to get this, changed. I want to change this. Now, you can do whatever you want to with your body, but your intentions, the way you perceive of yourself, is going to impact your life. It's going to manifest things in your life to make you feel more of that energy. So don't entertain the negative. If people are coming around and they're gossiping around you, and like that's your group of people you hang out with, you keep on entertaining those types of people, that type of energy, it's going to manifest into your reality. So don't entertain the low vibrational negative energies. Acknowledge them, accept them, respect them. But if you want to be focused and aligned toward your desires and toward your highest potentiality, you're going to want to get rid of those low vibrational, dense types of people, emotions, thoughts, beliefs, situations. You don't want to entertain them. That's what I get from the introduction. So now I'm going to go over to 26.
Thought is the only reality. Conditions are but the outward manifestations. As the thought changes, all outward or material conditions must change in order to be in harmony with their creator, which is thought. But the thought must be clear-cut, steady, fixed, definite, unchangeable. You cannot take one step forward and 2 steps backward. Neither can you spend 20 or 30 years of your life building up negative conditions as a result of negative thoughts, and then expect to see them all melt away as a result of 15 or 20 minutes of right thinking. If you enter into the discipline necessary to bring about a radical change in your life, you must do so deliberately, after giving the matter careful thought and full consideration, and then you must allow nothing to interfere with your decision. This discipline, this change of thought, this mental attitude will not only bring you the material things which are necessary for your highest and best welfare, but will bring health and harmonious conditions generally. If you wish harmonious conditions in your life, you must develop a harmonious mental attitude. Your world without will be a reflection of your world within.
These couple bullets are so powerful because thought is so creative. Creative as in having the ability to create. And the world within your mind is going to directly impact the world outside of your mind, being the tissues within your body, your outside world, your house or your environment. The outside world is a reflection of the inside of your mind. And if you want to manifest your desires to live the life you want to live, you must construct your mind in a way that aligns you to your desires. Clear thinking, consistent thinking. Don't change up your goals too much, because once you start to place a certain goal in your mind, the universe is already working. You manifest every second. Every thought starts a manifestation. You aren't just manifesting when you sit down and meditate. You are always manifesting every word, every thought, every action, every belief, everything. So if you are changing up your goals like every day, it's not to say that's bad, because figure out who you are, figure out what you want, trial and error, it is what it is. But just realize that the more you change up your goals, the longer it's going to take, because the universe is now having to re-implement everything. You don't want to change up too much. That's what that's what this book is saying, according to the teachings within this book. Now, I'm not gonna say it's bad to change things up, because I change things up, but I do have an overall big picture. I allow myself to be fluid, and I allow myself to have different thoughts, but I do try to keep the bigger picture in the back of my mind, as the goal, the target. How I get there, sometimes it changes. Sometimes maybe I should switch up what I'm doing right here, because I don't think this is working anymore. But the big picture is still there. Unless I come to some crisis or something, and I realize that that's not what I wanted, and I switch it up, and that's fine. It's a-okay. But you want your thoughts to be clear and consistent and stable. And also, you just having good thoughts, you sit down and meditate for 20 minutes, every other day or something, that's not going to negate all the other low vibrational or negative thoughts and actions you may have had. Like if you are going through your day and you're at a job where all the 8 hours or 12 hours or however long you work at your job, you are miserable and you're having thoughts of, I hate this, I don't want to go. Before you even go, you're worried, you're stressed out. When you're there, you're looking at people, you're judging people. But then when you get home for 20 minutes, you meditate and you try to just wash it all away. I mean, it's better than nothing, but if you want transformational changes to happen in your life, and you want to accelerate yourself in the direction of your desires, you're gonna want to train yourself to have uplifting, high vibrational thoughts, even in the midst of challenging times, or you being somewhere you don't want to be. And it's like a muscle. You can train yourself to do this. You have just been programmed to think more so negative thoughts throughout the day. From just life, from the world we live in, from the movies we watch, from the music we listen to, from the boredom of what modern day schooling, gives to us, raising our hand, the bell rings, and we sit and listen to people and things that we don't really care for. We've just been programmed to destroy ourselves, basically. But you're gonna want to train yourself to have more so high vibrational thoughts throughout the day, and you'll just continue to elevate from there on. And don't allow for the moment or life to make you doubt yourself. Because whenever you are in this vibration and you are going after your dreams and you are becoming successful, whether it's happening in the physical realm or not, you being successful can happen like this. You starting to have successful thoughts, you're already successful in that moment. You're already successful. So you becoming successful, you having successful thoughts, you're going to start to attract challenges. You're going to start to shake up your demons, or the things that have been holding you back, the characteristics of yourself that you have been programmed to have or create. Those are going to start to come up to the surface, and you're going to have to handle those. Basically, you're going to have to face your demons in a sense. And don't allow for those demons or those negative energies or those challenges that are coming to strengthen you to help clear those things out. Don't allow those things to make you feel like, oh, I must not be on the right track. Oh, this is just too hard for me. Don't allow for life to make you doubt yourself. You have to keep going, persevere, be resilient, and keep on chasing your dreams. Or not even chasing your dreams, being your dreams and allowing your dreams to flow towards you. Okay? Become who you want to be in the moment. If you want to be a director, be the director now. Have the thoughts of what you as a director would think. You got to move differently. You can't be a big director and still be the person you are today. You have to change the way you think. You have to change the way you present yourself. You have to move differently. And while you're moving differently, don't allow for certain challenges or things that come into your life that may bring you doubt. Don't allow those to kick you off your tracks. That's what I get from those bullet points. Now let's jump into the application.
For your exercise this week, concentrate on harmony. And when I say concentrate, I mean all that the word implies. Concentrate so deeply, so earnestly, that you will be conscious of nothing but harmony. Remember, we learn by doing. Reading these lessons will get you nowhere. It is in the practical application that the value consists.
So this application is meditating on harmony. Ask yourself, what is harmony? What makes things harmonious? What things in my life are harmonious right now? Appreciate those things. What things in my life may be not harmonious? And reconstruct those areas by reconstructing your mental attitude, the way you think about things. So this application is just meditating, focusing intently on harmony. So much so that you feel this essence or this energy of just blissfulness or harmony within you. Sit and really, really meditate on harmony. And that's it for this one. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for being you. I hope this episode helped you see things differently or opened up your mind to different possibilities or, I don't know, something. I hope it just uplifted your day, if anything. But hey, other than that, it's been a beautiful time with you. There's much love here for everybody. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you have not. Much love to you. Follow me on my social media. Go look in the description. There's a bunch of stuff down there for you to see. Other than that, until the next video, I'll see you soon. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.